I love this question. I'm so excited to answer it. I am going to be relatively quiet because there's a sleeping puppy underneath this blanket, and I really don't want to disturb her. But all of the books on this list that I'm about to provide, I read all of them within the last 5 years, so all of them solidly as an adult. I am very much a self-certified weird kid, as all of the videos on this page pretty much attest to. And I've always been a reader. I never stopped being a reader, and these books really just kind of kept that love going as an adult. The first one is All of Us with Wings. This one was really important for me as I was like going from a very young adult to like a normal adult, sort of as I was going through and graduating college. I really, really love it. It helped me with a lot of things in terms of grappling with identity and sexuality and giving me language to talk about those things. It's just really awesome. I am forever very irritated and sad that people don't know about it and haven't read it. Number two, people do talk about this one, but Babel. As somebody who was in a history graduate program, as somebody who deals with human rights stuff professionally, and as somebody who's just really into old stuff and fantasy and languages, I love this book. It's wonderful. I'm really glad that it's gotten a lot of play and that a lot of people are reading it. I really hope that trend continues. Number three, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. This is one that I think a lot of people read last year. It should be noted, I'm a weird kid from a whole family of weird kids. This one was recommended to me by both my parents and my brother, which is how I know that it's really excellent, because when we all agree on a book, like, it's the best recommendation I can ask for. I am a person who loves video games. I'm a person who loves storytelling. I'm a person who loves the history of the development of a genre. This book addresses all of that. And at its very core, it's a story about people and the relationships between them. And I really deeply love that. Number four, Rouge is easily the weirdest book that I've read in like the last calendar year. And I really absolutely loved it. I really like Mona Awad's storytelling style. I loved Bunny. Rouge leads into a lot of what I really liked about Bunny, and just like superficiality and society, and it's amazing. And I wish more people talked about it. I wish more people had read it. Number five, The Fairy Bargains of Prospect Hill. Y'all already know by now, I love a good scary fairy book, and I really enjoyed this one. Number six, Wolfwood. This one, again, I read this within the last calendar year, so it's very fresh in my brain. As somebody who's an art kid and who, again, just likes different styles of storytelling, I really liked this one. In some ways, it actually reminded me a lot of the Raven Boys cycle, which I really loved when I was in high school. I really love it. I think, again, it gave me language to discuss a lot of what I was thinking and feeling at the time when I was reading it. Number seven, I've seen a few people talk about this here on TikTok, but the Jade War trilogy, I guess, although there are now a couple of additional novellas by Fonda Lee. It's really just creative world building. It's interesting. Again, I think as with most of the books on this list, it really comes down to character as much as it does plot and world building, and I really love that. Number eight, the Georgina Kincaid books. If you were into, like, vampire-y stuff and supernatural stuff, like, really specifically, this is a series for if you were really into supernatural, like, you watched it past season 6 and maybe you shouldn't have, the Georgina Kincaid books are for you. I think they're not necessarily the best books you're ever going to read in your entire life, but they're fun and they're enjoyable, and they're about somebody who loves books and who loves falling in love with love. And I just think that they're really excellent, and I don't know anybody in real life who's read them. I only know internet friends who have read them, so, you know, the more I can spread the word about these, I so happily will. Number nine, the Saga comics. I got into these in college, and I still really enjoy them. I just think it's such a creative take on an older storytelling premise. It's very much just like a Romeo and Juliet and Times of War story, but it's really well executed, and I really like Brian Savage's storytelling style. And number 10, this will come as a surprise to absolutely nobody who knows me in real life, but Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I am a person who comes from a history and anthropology background. I like space stories, I like sci fi. And this story leans into everything that I love about good sci fi movies, everything that I love about good anthropological storytelling. It's really excellent, and I'm a little bit sad that more people haven't read it. This whole list is just things that I wish people paid more attention to. I do have a whole other list of sort of YA book recommendations. But we'll get to that at a later point. For now, I hope this is a good start. I hope this starts your TBR off to a good place. And if I'm missing any, if there are things that you guys think I should be reading, please feel free to let me know. Comment section is always open.